We'll be starting in just a second, folks. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing? Let's say hello to everybody. We got Brendan, we got Devin, we got Manuel, Ivano, Dave, Lloyd, Tom, Daryl, Stacy, Brian, Mr. Dragon Don, Cheese Gray Trader, Richard, Richie, Culpable. I wonder how you got that name. Ray, Ample IQ Johnny, Steve, Dr. Luke, John, Herb, Alan, Robert, Forrest, Stefan, Stan, Dave, Charles, Jill, Genevieve, David, Gregory, Kathleen, Tom, Steve, Raj, Catherine, Roddy, Wade, Walter, Gino, Porkies, Robert, Kevin, Sandy, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Boy, I could use a weekend. Yuri, good morning, Yuri. Bernie the Bear, Brian, good morning. Don, Keith, Rihanna, Jason, Javad, Richie. Personal protection equipment today. Oh, that's funny. Mary, good morning, Mary, Greg, Jesse, Scott, Hopiumatic, Terrence, Art, John, Dave, Ivan, Owen, Krish, Sergey, Hopiumatic. Good morning, everybody. Let's got a lot of people here. We got Keith. We got Kevin. What level of people? We got Archie. We got Marie. We got Moondog. We got Jody, Doug, Robert, Minnesota Matt is here. Goose. Good morning, Goose. High grounders here. This is a good time to be a high grounder, you know? James, Sin, Wesley, David, Henry, Charlie, Richie, Bullrider, Tom, Dove, Bob, Kevin, Alpha DS, Russ, Texas Kirk, SJL, Mark, Karen the Shark is in the house. Hey, there you are, Karen. Don, Dad, thank you for sending me that email, Karen. And you know, I get it. Dad, Colette, Steve, Grace, Duzzy, Ladorsky, LMAO is here. Okay. Captain Beef is in the house. Captain Beef, I haven't heard from you all week. I hope you're doing well. Richard, Robert, Rock, Frex, Seth, Mitch, Bob, Matt, Eduardo, Ray, Diamond Jen, Ralph, Robert, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. Mark, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. We got a couple hundred people here. RJ, Kai, good morning. If you guys are just coming in here right now, which a lot of people are, make sure you're not doing what I'm doing and don't be on auto. Even though I'm hardwired, I'm still not on auto. I want to be on 1080p. It'll make your resolution a lot better, okay? It'll make your resolution much, much clearer. Nathan, good morning. Sherman, good morning. Robert, good morning. RL, good morning. Good morning. You got to have fun, Richie. You got to have fun. Fred, good morning, Fred. Bob, good morning, Bob. Good morning. Good morning. Let me give you guys some links, okay? Some links. We've got the Zoom link right here. This is for the VIP room today. The VIP room today will have the following agenda. We're going to talk about how to day trade reversals, how to day trade breakouts, how to day trade pullbacks, and most importantly, when to trade each one, okay? We're going to talk about when market internals are not to be trusted. This is very, very important. We're going to talk about how to determine low probability trading environments, something a lot of you guys don't realize. We're going to also talk about High probability win rate versus low probability position trades that have a high profit factor. And I'll even give you top stocks. Not bad, right? When to trade reversals, when to trade breakouts, when to trade pullbacks, when markets internals are not to be trusted, how to determine low probability trading environment, high win rate versus high profit factor, and top stocks. How about them apples, huh? All right, people like it. I get thumbs up for that. Very, very good. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. Robert, Paul, Penny, uh, Jeremiah, good morning. Robert, Peanut, Ted, Robert, good morning. Here is the link once again. Here is the link. God bless you, Eagle Beagle, and I hope you have a good weekend. Here's the link to the Telegram channel where I post stuff all day long, and I mean all day long. And here's Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. I don't know what they have planned for next week, but I'm thinking of coming in there if they set me up with my people. Cam, have your people talk to my people, and then have them talk to Clyde, and then we'll go from there. All right, Goose and Gustavo, Goose and Cam. Yeah, have your people talk to my people. Have to talk to your people. Have them talk to Clyde. Clyde determines everything around here. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Richie. Good morning, Jack, Robert, Jimmy. I'm in a good mood today. It's Friday. I'm going to hang out with my family this weekend. Maybe do some trading today. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. All right. So let's talk about the market today, okay? Let's talk about the market today. NASDAQ is down about 200 points. Dow's down about 326 points. This is not random. This is not random, okay? This is not random. This is beyond random. As far as Fed data, we've got the employment report. This is going to be a pretty big report. Jack says, treats Rogers' reports, shows as reruns of his classroom, watches these several times and takes copious notes. Might as well be back in law school. There you go, Jack. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you. Folks, if you watch my videos for a month, you will become a better trader. The stock selection you're showing me now when I ask you for stocks versus the crap you used to show me a year ago is eye-opening, okay? You guys are becoming better traders one day at a time. Whether you like it or not, you're becoming better traders. As a matter of fact, I get a lot of emails nowadays telling me the following. We could see how much we've learned by going to other places and trying to get information from them. It's like talking to a moron. You know, you ask them questions and the kind of things you explain, and they're like, huh, what? What do you? And you're like, well, how come they don't talk about all these things that influence the market? So a lot of you are realizing how valuable this is by the sheer fact that nobody else is giving you this kind of information, okay? Which I'm very happy about. I'm not happy that they're not giving it to you, but I'm happy that I'm giving it to you. All right. Yes, we lose some sleep. We lose some sleep this weekend. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if this is the good change or the bad change. I'm not sure about that. Becky, good morning. Jerry, good morning. Robert, good morning. Cam, good morning, Cam. Spot potential breakouts. That's perfect. Perfect. AZP, market internals to spot intraday price reversals. That's fantastic. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Okay. Yeah, try sitting with me for a month, okay? And then try going to somebody else to teach you to trade. Your head is going to start spinning. You're going to be teaching them how to trade. All right. As far as earnings, we have to digest Marvell today. I believe we have Did Costco come out yesterday or this morning? I believe they already came out. We do have some stocks we have to digest this morning. Yesterday's earnings, we don't have anything of note today. Okay. Bond market, yield is continually going higher. This is inflationary. This is very inflationary, actually, to go from here to here. We are now at the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. And I believe this area should hold, okay? Okay? This area should hold, okay? Gold is still doing its thing. It's not really breaking its trajectory at all. And I don't expect it to break its trajectory while the volatility index is elevated, which it has been for the last few days. It would be kind of odd if it did, because, I mean, during war, these type of metals, they usually stay pretty firm. What's interesting is, notice we're not spiking. You would think something like this would happen when we're at war, but it happened even beforehand. It just doesn't have the power to do it. My question to you is this, and just something to think about. If this war cannot sustain higher gold prices, what will? I'm just throwing it out there. And again, I don't have an answer. I'm just throwing it out there, right? You would think that gold would pick up its momentum during war, but I'm not seeing it. All right. Got it, Cam. Got it. Happy Friday, Delbert. Mary, good morning to you. Jag, good morning. Jim, good morning. Yesterday was a little ugly and Spy was not nice. Looking to turn around today with your insight. Yeah, but Spy was nasty yesterday. Spy was nasty yesterday. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay. So gold trajectory is still moving in the right direction. We haven't broken our structure. We're just kind of sitting here. And I know a lot of you look at silver, so I'll just kind of give you a quickie here. Nothing. Just nothing. Nothing at all whatsoever. Good morning, Leo. Good to see you. Good to see you. US dollar. US dollar is going higher. Well, you know what? I don't want to say it yet, but it looks like it wants to go a little higher, or at least stay here. We want US dollar to start coming down. This is inflationary. Okay. Gold is not appreciating, and as USD is treated as safe haven. Yeah, I believe so right now. Because remember, if US dollar goes up, it takes a lot of bite out of gold and crude oil, which crude oil, by the way, is continuing to go higher, which is telling us that we are not seeing any. Um, this is the best indication of whether this war continues or not. Okay, this and volatility. I told you that 2 days ago. Um, that's right, Lloyd. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything major to happen today. Trade what's in front of you. Trade what's in front of you. Okay. Yeah, trade what it is, not what you want it to be. So this is not good for the war. This is not good for the war at all. This is very bad. This is the best indication of how things are going to continue. Okay. Bitcoin. Bitcoin looked like it wanted to break out for a half of a day and back into the range. And this is why I said you got to be very, very careful. And you can't just keep an eye on these numbers. Oh, it's up 1,400. It's up 2,000. Look at the trend. Look how fast it fell back here. And I showed you and I warned you that this breakout right here, is very, we got to give it a little legs. And I'm expecting something good because this is a very good consolidation. Nothing. Went right back to the 8-day. This just expands. Okay. Just expands. Yeah, this is making Russia strong. That's right. You're absolutely right, Eagle Beagle. It's making Russia strong, which is not good. Why base metals are getting hammered when all those misled military equipment will need to replace? Because it's just volatility, Ray. It really is volatility. You can't put fundamentals. You can't put fundamentals into this. Remember, Goldman Sachs and Merrill Lynch spend billions of dollars every year on fundamentals. They have the best fundamentals, and they still can't beat the market. Okay. Driving, so I can't join the show. What says about Catalyst later? Belfast John, I'm sorry, I don't understand what market maker's saying about Catalyst. Oh, Minnesota Matt, we're not there yet. Belfast John, we'll get there in a minute. We'll read out the Catalyst just for you. China. Remember, I told you if we break this low, there's no capitulation. We're actually going higher, which means we could see a capitulation. Although the longer we stay in this area, the longer it'll just be a chop, kind of like what you're seeing on Bitcoin. We don't want this to happen. We want a V. We want this to start going higher and higher and higher. And again, maybe another day or two, and no more soup. Typically, the best trends do not give back. Write this down. Typically, the best trends do not give back for 5 days. If you see a breakout last more than 5 days, the odds are that breakout is real. Okay? Most breakouts don't last more than 5 days. 5 days is how much we want to give it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got another day or two. We'll see what happens over here. But generally, if you have a breakout and that breakout does not continue in 5 days, the odds are that breakout is gone. Okay? You should look what I just told you right now. is probably, maybe 1,000 times more important than you think it is. When I say write something down, I'm giving you the mots, okay? I'm giving you the good stuff. I'm giving you things that you can't find anywhere else. You may think you can, but you can't. Write these little things down. I'm giving you goodies right now, okay? By the way, folks, we've started advertising on YouTube to not to sell stuff, but to get more people into my YouTube channel. We've increased our channel by 1,000 subscribers in the last 24 hours. So just so you know, you may see some more people in the room. We had about 22,800 people yesterday. Right now we have 23,900. So we've increased our user base by 1,100 people here on YouTube in the last 24 hours. So you may see some unfamiliar names and faces. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I promise you this will be the best hour you will spend online. All right. Good morning, Trades. Good to see you. I'm pretty sure you're going to learn more from me. If you're doubtful of that, you can ask the 1,600 people that come here over every 24-hour period whether this benefits them or not. All right, so who wants to start out with the catalyst? We got Charles, we got Minnesota Matt. Um, Somebody's driving today. Let's see what the catalysts are, and let's begin this. By the way, if you're coming in here right now, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Okay, make sure you're watching at 1080p, and give us a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe to our channel, and you'll be notified as soon as we go live. Okay, just a friendly reminder. All right. Yeah, and you guys could see our channel growth right here. Right now, we have 23,900 viewers subscribed. Yesterday, we had 22,800. So, all right, Minnesota Matt, chips, infotech, absolutely. Crude oil, consumer staples, Fed data, speakers. That's what I've got. Fed data, oil, chips, infotech, Fed speakers, and Richard, consumer staples too. Miriam, consumer staples, infotech, healthcare. Did I miss something in healthcare? Thanks, Archie. Hey, did I miss somebody? Did I miss healthcare? Tell me what stocks came out in healthcare. Both Minnesota and Matt, we seem to be pretty aligned. Let me know about healthcare. Meanwhile, I will continue doing this. By the way, I wanted to ask you guys, how is the video quality of opening playbook and closing playbook in YouTube compared to my video quality? I wanted to see. They started using new equipment and they said the video quality is much better. So I wanted to see if you guys are experiencing a better video quality experience or about the same, or mine's better or about the same as theirs. Just give me feedback, okay? I just wanted to know. And COO, okay, let's see COO. Let's see about bar chart. Wanted to see if you could see their charts clearly because they want me to move to that equipment, the same equipment, and I just wanted to get feedback from you guys. Coupa, this stock. Yep. Minnesota Mad, they're right. They're right. They got consumer staples. They're right. So yeah, we got chips, infotech, crude oil, consumer staples, Fed data, Fed speakers, and healthcare. And healthcare. All right. Yeah, just wanted to know because I know that Graham and Nate, they use a different service, um, and I wanted to know how theirs is compared to ours. Okay, just give me some feedback. Okay, because before I switched over and people were saying theirs is really bad, but now they switched to Zoom. I think it's the same. Saying YouTube Zoom, get you watching. You have the best picture of anyone. Okay, well, thank you. Couldn't read theirs yesterday. Okay. 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 Let me just post this feedback for them. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm asking you to compare. Just tell me how theirs is. That's all. Okay. I'm only talking about picture quality. Picture quality. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Okay. Good feedback. Good feedback. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. Let me know how their quality is. Okay. Thank you. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Let's continue. Just wanted to ask you guys a question about that. Let's now talk about catalysts. Treasury yield continued to rise after another surge in oil prices, concerns about the Middle East. Still better. Theirs is awful. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. This is good feedback. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Thank you for the feedback, guys. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Well, that gives me the feedback I needed. Thank you. Okay. Treasury yield continued to rise after another surge in oil prices. Concerns the Middle East conflict can drive inflation higher. Okay. Uh, Thank you, Shemens. I appreciate it. The 10-year note rose again. Inflation, folks. Inflation, inflation. This is why today's job reports is so darn important, okay? Really, really important. Okay. Um, Qatar energy minister told Financial Times that the conflict could compel Gulf energy exporters to shut down production within weeks, a move that might push oil. Ooh, wow. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. This is not good. And again, here's one thing I'm going to give our president props for. He told us it may last a long time. This is not one of those things where he said it's going to be over in one day. I respect that because that's the truth. He didn't shy away from that. Because right now, if he said this is going to last 24 hours, oh, I'd be all over him. But he didn't say that. He was really honest about it. He said this may be he's learning. At least he was honest. Thank God. Chip stocks sank, ADI, LRSK, airline stocks are not doing well. Corning slid after their prospect of using optical network and AI centers. That would be something. Trade desk jumped 18%. Uh, Labor Department reported on Thursday that the number of Americans filing for jobless claims was unchanged last week at 213,000. The non-farm payroll productivity rose. Now, let's see what the Fed said. Fed President Barkin said Thursday that the central bank's response to the Middle East conflict will hinge on the duration of its impact on the economy. Textbook monetary policy would be your look through. Yes, through short-term shock, but you don't look through long-term shock. And I think it's a lot of assessment people are going to have and to make. Absolutely. Bowman said the labor market is showing further signs of stabilization. I agree with her a lot, actually, signaling that she may support holding rates unchanged. Absolutely. And also remember, folks, it's very, very hard. It's very, very hard. Very, very, very hard to gauge monetary policy when you're at war. Okay. All right. Real. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. Future rights have priced in a 97% change of no rate changes and 2.7% of a 0.25 base point rate cut. Today, all eyes are on the U.S. monthly payroll report, which is set to be released in about 7 minutes. Let me put the bond market up here. All right, bond market's been going up since we started this show, since 8 a.m. here. Just FYI, right here. All right. Didn't he say he'll? He did. He did. Yes, he did. He did. But this time he didn't say that. That's why I'm giving him props because he actually said We don't know how long it's going to last. We may go deeper in. He didn't try to do his usual salesman. We're going to end this. Everything is going great. We have all the agree. He didn't do that. He didn't do any of that. He said we may be in for the long haul, which is 100% accurate. All I want is honesty. That's all I want. I just don't like the spinning BS. When people are honest, yeah, we may be for the long haul. Let's not get let's yeah, he did. I agree with Adam. He did. He did. He was not trying to play games. He wasn't playing games. He was being honest. And he also made a comment about the how we're going to get a chaperone for the oil. He's I'm not going to call black white or white black, you know? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if he's saying something straight, he's saying something straight. Today, all eyes are focused on the monthly report. This is going to be a big report, folks. I'm looking at the average hourly earnings right here, and I'm looking at the unemployment rate. All right. So these are the two things that I'm looking at, and obviously the non-farm number. Now, I want you guys to know something. This number gets revised every month. So this number is not nearly as important as the unemployment rate and the average hourly earnings. Okay. So just FYI. Hey, Laurel, good morning to you. John, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hefe, thank you I love the feedback. I love the feedback you guys give. It's fantastic. We're also going to focus on the average hourly earnings and the unemployment rate, which is going to be important. We've got delayed U.S. retail sales report. These are delayed reports. They're not going to have as much of an impact, okay? And with the war shaping the economy right now, I don't think they're going to have a big impact either way. All right? Exactly, Jeff. Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. In addition, we're going to hear from Fed speakers today. We've got a lot of Fed speakers. Europe is down 0.67 right now, giving up earlier gains as we remain very volatile. Notice that healthcare stocks sank on Friday. China closed higher today, building on the previous session's gains as investors assess the economic outlook. Consumer stocks led the gains on Friday. At the same time, energy and metal stocks slit. Semiconductors also retreated. Japan reversed earlier losses and closed higher at the end of the week, which is great. Gains in real estate, tech, and bank stocks. That's financial. That's very good. Still, the benchmark is down sharply this week due to the Middle East. I mean, we all know that. Here are our catalysts. Chip stocks are down, even though Marvell had really, really good numbers. Really, really good numbers. Let's see. Did the report come out? Rudolph, the market is not. Rudolph, I'll talk about that in just 1 second, but I'm going to ask you a question. Where do you see a crashing market, Rudolph? Rudolph, see, this is what I'm talking about. Rudolph says crashing market, and people are going to start. Where's the market crashing? I want to ask you. Does anybody see any kind of a crash? Rudolph, if you could tell me where the market is crashing, please, I'd love to know. The market hasn't done anything in 6 months, and the man is talking about a market crashing. Please tell me where you see a market crashing. This is the S&P 500. You must be looking at a different market than us, Rudolph from Miami. Okay. All right. Let's continue. By the way, bonds are going up. This is great. This is great. The report must be favorable. Oh, stock market is going down. Not good. Not good. What is the report telling us? Does anybody have any numbers? Survey says that I need to get my. Let me know what. I don't see my portfolio keeping its value. Well, Rudolph, maybe you're in the wrong stocks. Maybe you should start coming here, and maybe if you were in the right stocks, it would be okay. Yeah, don't tell us your reflection of your portfolio has nothing to do with the overall stock market, Rudolph. Okay. So unemployment 4.5%. That's not good. That's not good. The Fed is definitely not going to take any action. And yeah, the Fed is definitely not going to take any action. Okay, let's see. Bond market is coming up. Let's see what the Dow's doing. Dow is not doing anything. SMH is flat. SPY is now flat. QQQ is now flat. And yeah, we're going to get into all of that, Rudolph, in just a few minutes. Okay, we're not there yet. We're still talking about commodities, and we're still getting into the territory. Remember, folks, before you ask a woman to marry you, find out if she's a woman, find out if she speaks English, find out about her history, what skeletons is she. Don't just go marrying somebody. Before you go to a nightclub to pick someone up, circle the block to make sure you're in the right area. That's what we're doing right now. We don't just jump into the main picture, okay? All right. Now we're going to jump into the main picture. Okay. Momentum levels. We're back above 50% on the NASDAQ, which means we still have 50% of stocks trading above the 200-day moving average. In the S&P 500, we still have above 52% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average, and we have 58% trading above the 200. If you look at sectors, you will see that the sectors right now, you see here how they're wide. This is a trending market. This is a very, very choppy market without any directional bias. Okay? All right? Without any directional bias. So there's not a lot of directional bias. But we still have over 50% here. We still have 57% there. These are all over 50%, the Russells, including the Russell 1000, which is large cap. Again, this is momentum. The 50 days momentum. The 200 is trend. According to the trend, we're still in a relatively bullish market. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the SPY's just sitting there, just sitting near the low. And wait till I show you my levels from overnight. You're going to poop yourself when you see this. All right. Now let's get into stuff that you guys need to start writing down. All right. You guys need to start writing things down. Volatility. Did volatility break yesterday down here? No. Is volatility starting to come back up here to the fear level? Yes. Is volatility over 20? Yes, it is. Notice the bottom here is 20.36. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now, and I want you to write this down. Okay. And I'm going to post it in the Telegram channel for you as well. Okay. When VIX trades right here, right there, we're not going to be fearful of the war. The war is not going to be controlling the market anymore. I'm going to post this for you in the Telegram channel. And I'm going to say this is going to be the most important thing you look at today. When VIX drops where X marks the spot, the war will not be dominating the market any longer. It has to drop below 20. Okay? Now, if you want to know how, I got an email this morning. Roger, when do you think the market will price this war in? When this goes below 20, right here. Now, I'm going to be showing you this chart for the next 2-3 months, as long as it takes. Remember SMH 265 every day? Remember that? Okay. Right here. We need to break this level. When this is broken, nobody's going to be thinking about the war anymore. Okay? I know I'm oversimplifying it, but I'm not. I'm telling you really how it is. All of these news sources, all of these technical analysts, all of these folks trying to tell you all this stuff. But I'm going to tell you the real way. When you see price trading right here, the market does not care about the war anymore. Until we break this low, the only thing the market is concerned with is the war. Did I make it pretty clear for you? I hope so. Okay. All right. What about put to call ratio? Not really favoring the bulls or the bears. Nothing. Very middle. We're not seeing any increase in put buying in the last few days. So just kind of mixed right now. We're very, very mixed, and the market is representing that as well. Okay. What about the S&P 500 and the crash that we're having? Well, I'm going to disappoint you in telling you that since November, we haven't moved from this level. We've been at the exact same level since November. So I don't know what crash you're talking about or anything like that. We've had sector rotations, but the market is all-time high is 690.96. We're at 687 right now. We're 3.5 points from all-time highs in the SPY. So where is this crash? Where is this crash you're talking about? I'm just curious. Where? Okay, maybe I'm confused. Let's look at another sector. Okay, here's the Nasdaq 100. Okay, I mean we got a nasty head and shoulders pattern here, but I don't see anything breaking the neckline. We've been in the all-time high is 632. We're at 614 right now. We're literally 3 days away from making all-time highs. Where is this market crash that we're seeing? Does anybody know? Please tell me, where is this market crash that we're seeing? I want to see it with my own eyes. Okay, here's RSP, which made an all-time high at 204, and we're at 202 right now. We're 2 points away from all-time highs. Although I don't like this pattern, and if we break the 50, we can go to 100. Now, we may have a crash in sight. We may, but I don't see one, and I'm only going to trade what's in front of me. So if your stocks are doing bad, that's because you haven't been coming here and picking the right stocks. And I'll be going through my stocks shortly, which I do every day. But the market hasn't gone anywhere. You've just been picking shitty stocks. There you go. There's your market. There's no crash. It's in your head. Okay. Here's IWM. Yes, it's right here. All-time high is 269. We're at 260 right now. We're 3.5% for making all-time highs. Now, do I like this? Do I like this chart pattern? Absolutely not. And yeah, we could have a crash, but I don't. We're not in. There's no crash right now. Okay, there's no crash right now. Uh, yeah, there's no crash of any kind, actually. Now we are at the 100-day moving average on the small caps. We need to make sure this level holds. Okay. SMH is still at the 50-day moving average. We still have not broken this trajectory. We're still in this 50-day line. SMH made all-time highs about a week ago, by the way. Okay. All right. Thank you for that information about opening playbook. Okay. Please stop trading the market based on jinxing and good luck. It doesn't work that way, BH. You got to get that out of your head. You got to get all this out of your. These are all mind traps. Don't jinx the market. Math. You can't jinx math, probabilities. So this to me, now, what I don't like is you got like a head and shoulder pattern here. I really don't like this pattern. And one thing I'll agree with whoever said this a minute ago, I don't like how the market's looking. But not liking how the market's looking and a crash are two very, very different things. Very, very different things. Yeah. So I don't like this. I don't like this pattern. I'm hoping that we hold here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all because it looks like a head and shouldery type of pattern. I don't like what I'm seeing on the SPY. I don't like the fact that this is also a head and shouldery kind of pattern. I don't like the fact that we've been consolidating for the last several months. I don't like that either. But there's no crash. I mean, we're literally points away from all-time highs. If your portfolio is doing well, it means you haven't been picking the right stocks. Okay, let's go. Let's look under the hood right now. Let's look under the hood. And folks, if you're new and just coming in here right now, I have a very, very boring and specific methodology that I apply to the market, and I've been using the same methodology for about 30 years now. And you'll find that me going through this every day is like a movie. Okay. It's like a movie. And once you start getting used to it, you will start coming here. And even if you miss parts of it, it'll be like watching a soap opera every day. You'll know all the players. You may notice I line up my slides every morning in the exact same direction and I go over them one by one, like this is a slide presentation, although it's not. So my analysis never changes. The market changes every day, but my analysis never changes. So, and I've been trading the same way for decades. So if you come here every day, if this seems a little overwhelming or unorganized or out of, it will become like a fine-tuned movie if you come here for a few weeks or a month. I could promise you that. Okay. And people here will tell you that. Um, Arnolfo, when VIX, you'll know when it's a crash. Trust me, you'll know. You'll know when it's a crash. Here, this is a crash. When the S&P comes down here, that's a crash. When you have a bar taking us here, that's a crash. This is a consolidation here. This is a crash right here. That's a crash. This is not a crash. Please know the difference between this and this. This is just consolidated price action. Okay? Very much like this, except here has bigger range. This is a crash. This is just chop, 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 not going anywhere. Yes. And seriously, do yourself a favor. Give me 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and you will never leave. I will be your best friend. I promise you. Okay? I promise you. That's a promise. Okay, so let's look inside. Let's look inside. How are sectors looking right now? How are sectors looking? Bitcoin is 1, energy is 2, communication is 3. Look at this. Invesco QQQ is here, and consumer discretionary, and technology. Hey, speculative stocks are starting to move higher. Remember they were here 2 weeks ago? Let me show you. Let's go back 1 week, and let's go back another week. Okay, look. Where was it? It was right here. Time gets away from me sometimes. I think it was the 9th. Yeah, look. Semiconductor, biotech, technology, QQQ, communication, consumer discretionary, QQQ. Every speculative sector is right here. February 9th, okay? In order. I mean, look at this. All the speculative stocks are here over the last 5 days, and all the defensive stocks are here. I'm just showing you a real clear shot. Now, this is February 9th. Look at today. Communication, QQQ, consumer discretionary, technology, industrial, semiconductors are here. But for the most part, we're starting to come back up with speculative stocks. All right. Thanks, Culpable. Glad to hear that. Exactly, Carlos. Exactly. It's not the percentage. It's how many stocks are okay. You guys want to know how to define a crash? Crash is when you have 20% movement in the stock market against you. 20%. You'll see a crash. You'll see the volatility. You'll see the bars. This is not a crash. When you see price action like this, that's a crash. This is just this is not a crash right here. This is a crash. Okay? This is actually more dangerous than a crash because this is based on fundamentals. This is based on emotions. Emotions usually reverse much faster. See this V bounce? That's a V bounce right there. Okay, so you see this right here? This is what we want to see from China, which I don't think we're going to see, but this is actually a perfect example. This is a V bounce. If it would just stay here and linger, it would just, like Bitcoin. See Bitcoin just lingering, not coming from a V. Oops. Not breaking out with a V right here. That's what we wanted to see. See, with the SPY, you got a V. This is just crappy consolidation. This is the worst price action I've seen in 20 years. Okay, I got to get out of here soon, so let me get through this. All right, so we do have some stocks to the upside. Also, I want to show you something else. Look at the number of stocks making 90-day lows. We have less than 100 stocks. You can't have a market crash and have less than 100 stocks making 90-day lows. How about 1-year lows, Roger? There's 20 stocks making a 1-year low. Do you still think we're in a market crash? That's every stock between $10 and $500 that has over 300 shares, 300,000 shares trading every day. 20 stocks. 20 stocks. You understand that? 20 stocks. There's no crash yet. We could have one, but we're not having one as of right now. Now, the number of stocks making 1-month lows and highs is getting up there. 338 and 119, but that's just 1 month. That's faded 75, 80% of the time. The meaningful levels, less than 100. 60 and 92, there's just not a lot of momentum. This right here is reflecting this right here. Okay? Just so you know. Ooh, the Dow's coming off nicely. All right. So we have very consolidated choppy price action right now. The key right now is going to be you guys looking at volatility. See volatility, how it's spiking right now? We don't want volatility to go above 28. Okay. That's going to be the big thing today. All right, let's talk about overnight levels. Now, I want to show you guys something interesting. These are my levels from last night. Now, I know a lot of you guys use my levels. I know a lot of you guys use my levels. Okay. All right. So check out my levels from yesterday. I drew these levels for you yesterday at 8:45 in the morning live here. Look, look, look. Do you realize there's no changes that need to be made at all? Not one. This reflected the entire yesterday's trading session down to a T. Look at my levels. So I'm just going to give you the exact same thing without making any changes. For anybody who's concerned that my levels don't work, I'm posting this on the Telegram channel. No change from yesterday's levels on the SPY. No change. No change. I will hear him, just not here. It's a good question, but not here. Okay, let's do QQQ. Let's see if QQQ need to be adjusted. Wow, look at that. No adjustment from yesterday. No adjustment from yesterday. Look at how well these levels have held. QQQ levels, no change from 24 hours ago. Okay, not bad, right? Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please make sure to come to the Zoom room at lunchtime. Okay, here's the Telegram channel where I'm posting all of these levels for you right now in real time. And here's Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show from 10 to 1 every day. One second here. All right. All right. So I just want to show you no difference. Let's SMH. Let's see if we have levels that need to be changed. Yes, I need to change that right there. Okay. I changed our levels. That's it. That's the levels, and I can delete this. That's the only change I needed to make there. Okay. All right. Okay. SMH, one minor change from 24 hours ago. Okay. How about IWM? Let's do IWM. Totally different levels. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it. Whew. If we break this level, there's not much here on the Russell. Remember, folks, we don't know what is going to happen today. We have no idea. Don't anticipate. Trade what's in front of you. Okay, all new levels. Okay, and let's do bond market. Now remember, folks, I post this for you in the Telegram channel. Okay, let's see. Right there. Okay, these are good levels. I made some adjustments here. All right. Remember, I haven't given you stocks yet. I need to give you stocks. Okay. So the two things we're going to be watching today, I'm going to post this for you in the Telegram channel right now. Well, I already posted this. I already posted this. What am I doing? I already told you about that. It's already in the Telegram channel. Yeah, it's already there. Keep an eye on this thing right here. Remember I posted it for you at 8:35? Keep an eye on this. We need to get here. The war is over as far as I'm concerned when volatility gets here below 20, okay? As far as the market is concerned. All right. Okay, let's continue. My stocks for today. Short side first, CPB. Short side first. Campbell's soup. No soup for you. That's a nice downtrend. Look at the strength of this downtrend. It's a nice downtrend. VITL. Next one. Nice. Breaking down VITL. SMR. Nice. Nuclear stock. SMR. AXP. Hope you're feeling better, George. Welcome back. American Express does not look good. It's a financial stock. FSLR. Nice breakdown. That's a nice breakdown here. All right. FSLR and PL. No, this is not it. PI, sorry. PI. PI. That's my short list. Those are the only stocks on my short list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not that many of them. Now let's talk about the long side. Okay. Live Nation. You know what? Scratch this stock. It looked better on my other chart. Scratch this stock. Live Nation. Forget Live Nation. CNQ. Natural Resources. CVX. Please, one energy stock to a customer. Yes, they're very correlated. One energy stock to a customer. Matt loves these garbage stocks. Waste management. When I say garbage, I mean the business that they're in, not the quality of the stock, just FYI. One second. Waste management out. Caesar. Nice breakout right here. AMN. Nice breakout here too. Now, do I really love this stock? No. I'm telling you, there's just not a lot to choose from right now. Not a lot to choose from right now. I like Caesar a lot. I do like Caesar. I like out, although you're going to have problems with options on this stock, I'm pretty sure. and I like WM. I would erase AMN from the list. That last one, AMN, I would erase it. I like this waste management. Look at the volume here. Richie, if you're looking, this is a juicy one for today. And it's been going up with all of this news coming out. I like this stock. All right. Somebody wanted me to take a quick look at what was it? You wanted me to look at something. Somebody wanted me to look. Oh, Oracle. You wanted me to look at Oracle. Very, very quickly. I got to get out of here. Oracle looks like it's just consolidating. It looks like it's just sitting here doing nothing right now. Look, it doesn't look bad, but I mean, look at all these averages. You got to get above the American flag. Once you get above the American, Oracle will look much better over here, or at least over here, if the volume is really high. I wouldn't mind buying it right here if the volume is high. If volume is low here, I wouldn't even look at it. All right, folks, if you missed any part of this show, I'm going to post it in the Telegram channel right now, and I'm going to post it right here. Thank you, George. I appreciate you. All right. Here's the link to the VIP room today at noon, where I'll be talking about different ways to trade, day trade. I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about. What am I going to talk about right here? Hold on. Let me get my agenda. How to trade reversals, how to trade breakouts, not how, when to trade reversals, when to trade breakouts, when to trade pullbacks. I'm going to talk about when market internals are not to be trusted. I'm going to talk about how to determine low probability trading environment. I'm going to talk about high probability win rate versus low probability position trades that have a bigger profit factor. Basically, high probability versus profit factor. And if I have time, I'll give you my top stocks. Here is the link for that. All right. Folks, give us a thumbs up if you guys benefit from this show. And here is Customer Service Live, where they'll be talking about very similar stuff to me today, which will be fantastic. Let's see what the SPY is doing here. Yeah, the SPY is right near the lows of yesterday. It's going to be a rough opening today. All right, guys, I'll see you there. I'll see you guys there. If you have any questions, roger@rogerscott.com. Thank you so much for the amazing feedback you guys have been giving me. Thank you for the amazing testimonials. And I will see you guys at noon today. Thanks, David. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. All right? All have a great weekend. Folks, the most important thing I'm going to tell you, please please don't stress out. Don't panic. The biggest problem you will have is if you panic. Markets are very, very choppy still. They're still not directional. There still isn't a big breakout, and it's Friday. On Friday, we typically have a choppy day, or at least the second half of the day. So let's see what happens in the morning, and let's see our key levels. But please don't panic. The world is not coming apart. There's no crash in the market right now. The market is just consolidating, okay? At least for now. All right. Have a great, great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. See you later, Richie. Bye, Wesley. Bye, Robert. Bye, Badresh, Jack, Henry, David. Bye, everybody. Have a great day, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here and for participating in this room. And hopefully you got some value today. Bye, everybody. Mia, did you get some value? All right.